The honourable member for Cape Breton Canso. Mr. Speaker, Canadians want a government that respects their tax dollars but also respects the public service. This government is doing neither by making a joke of the collective bargaining process and refusing to provide any evidence that this will make employees healthier or save the taxpayer money. Will the minister start respecting collective bargaining process so that the public service can feel confident any deal reached on sick leave will be fair and honest?
Hear, hear.
The Honourable President of the Treasury Board.
Well, I'd like to assure the honourable member that indeed we are continuing to bargain with the bargaining agents representing the public sector. But I would remind the honourable member, perhaps he's not aware of this, but the current system, which has 14.7 million banked sick days, in fact doesn't even help employees who have catastrophic illness early on in their career. 60% of federal public servant employees don't have enough sick days under the current system to help them when they need it most. We need a fair system for public servants and a fair system for taxpayers.
Honourable member for Cape Breton Canso. And he knows that the $900 million is phony. Talk about fair. He likes to talk about fair and reasonable. Is it fair and reasonable to trample on bargaining rights? Is it fair and reasonable just to prop up his $900 million phony budget application? Is it fair and reasonable to steal away from workers something that was negotiated at the bargaining table? Is it fair and reasonable to try to mislead this House and Canadians about the integrity and about the character of our public service? Mr. Speaker, we see nothing fair nor reasonable about the actions of this minister.
Hear, hear. Honourable President of the Treasury Board.
Order.
I think, Mr. Speaker, there were 10 questions in there, but I'll try to focus the honourable member a little bit and indicate, of course, that we are still at the bargaining table, as I mentioned. And perhaps I already mentioned that there are 14.7 million bank sick days in place right now, Mr. Speaker, but it's not working for the public servants who need it most. We need a system that is fair and reasonable for them, fair and reasonable for the taxpayers. The honourable member clearly is on the side of being the shill for the bargaining agents that we are bargaining with. That's his right to do so if he wants to do so. We want to have a fair and reasonable plan for the taxpayers.